will be joining me shortly with more details. But as we discussed earlier, DK Shivakumar has been elected as a CLP leader. Caretaker CM Siddaramaiah himself proposed the name of DK Shivakumar. G. Parmeshwara seconded Siddaramaiah's proposal, and later he was elected as CLP with majority of legislators with their acceptance. And of course, the latest development also is that after the CLP meeting, Karnataka in charge Randeep Singh Surjewala will brief the media, while DK Shivakumar will head to the governor's office to stake claim to form the government. I have Belly Thomas joining me with the latest updates. Over to you, Belly.
Vaishali, the much-awaited phase, which was expected to be full of turmoil, has passed now, and with dignity and peace. The meeting went on very well, is what sources tell us, and DK Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister, so far has been elected as the CLP leader, and the caretaker Chief Minister Siddaramaiah was the one who proposed his name, is what sources tell us, and this was seconded by Home Minister G. Parmeshwara, who also made sure that all the legislators and the MLCs who give their acceptance in full, there was no revolt or there was no rebellion or any kind of murmurs or any kind of turmoil that we could see in this meeting, is what sources said. And after the CLP meeting went on peacefully, the Karnataka in charge Randeep Singh Surjewala will be addressing the media, but meanwhile DK Shivakumar will be heading to the Lok Bhavan in Bengaluru to meet with the governor and stake claim to form the state government. So this is a kind of the update that we are getting from the CLP meeting that is currently underway, and DK Shivakumar has been elected as the CLP, which makes kind of things clear that he is indeed going to be the next Chief Minister, and there is full support for him as such. And now, since Siddaramaiah himself has proposed his name, then there will be no any kind of confusions with the other legislators as well. Now, whether it is to do with Ahinda, the backward classes, or the minorities, or the SC/STs, Dalits, or the Adivasis, everything will be taken care of in the new cabinet, is what is being internally told within the legislators, and everyone who is kind of deserving candidates would be making it to the cabinet. However, there is no news on, or there is no information on the number of deputy chief ministers, or whether there will be no deputy chief ministers as of now. But one thing for sure, DK Shivakumar has been elected as the CLP and has been announced as the CM phase of Karnataka, and he is soon going to meet the governor to stake claims to form a government with majority in Karnataka. Back to you, Vaishali.
I also want to get in Rajlakshmi Joshi. She's of course a political analyst. Rajlakshmi, what do you have to say on this big development?
Yes, Vaishali, this was quite expected that Mr. DK Shivakumar will definitely be CM, because his name was proposed. But yet, yes, there were certain hurdles, because Mr. Siddaramaiah was not somebody to give up things very easily. Very firstly, he has been repeatedly saying in every press conference or at every opportunity possible that he has stepped down because he was asked to do so by this High Command. And so it is quite obvious that he is not doing it out of his own free will. So now he has actually been putting up a lot of terms and conditions. He has his own list of demands that he has put across, and so that it's not going to be really easy. So now the next tasks or the next challenges for Mr. DK Shivakumar starts from the very first thing, is that yes, now since Mr. Siddaramaiah has outrightly rejected the idea of going to the Rajya Sabha as proposed by the Congress High Command. So he said that he will stay back in Karnataka itself and be actively in Karnataka politics. So then obviously there will be two political power centers in the Karnataka Congress. So Mr. D.K. Shivakumar has to start from there, because now Mr. Siddaramaiah enjoys huge clout among the Congress MLAs in Karnataka. So that's how it is. Now after that, there are a lot of other issues, like Mr. Siddaramaiah brought out the issue of the caste census, which again is going to be very controversial, because that was the reason why even in 2017, when Mr. Siddaramaiah himself was the CM, the caste census was ready, but they did not come out with it, and then they did it again. And even in 2025, it was ready, but they did not really reveal it, because the Vokkaligas and the Lingayats, they were actually they were not very happy with the caste census. So now Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, he cannot keep quiet, because then that will also show that he is not supporting these communities, and at the same time he can't speak against it, because that goes against his own political party. So now then again there are huge debts which are there for economically for the Karnataka state government. And then now to add to all of this, now you must have seen how the Tamil Nadu CM Joseph Vijay, he has approached the PM, and he has actually spoken about how Karnataka should not go ahead with one of their projects. So all of that, all these kind of issues are there. And to add to it, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has said that the entire ministerial berths have to be reshuffled. So they have to accommodate at least 16 new people there. So obviously what is going to happen is there's going to be a huge reshuffle, and then there will be a lot of disgruntled old senior members of the Legislative Assembly. So then all of this will have to be managed very sensitively by Mr. D.K. Shivakumar. So it's a huge uphill task for him, and it's not going to be easy. And to add to all of that, there is huge anti-incumbency, because there are a lot of infrastructure woes and a lot of allegations of corruption, and so all of this will have to be countered by him in less than 2 years before the next assembly elections, because otherwise he will be held responsible for this defeat, because in Karnataka it's very difficult for a political party to return to power. So but then this time around he will be the one in charge, and obviously so Mr. D.K. Shivakumar will be in a very difficult space when the assembly elections come. So Vaishali, it's not going to be a very easy task for him, and obviously Mr. Siddaramaiah, in spite of all the tall claims and all the visual optics, he's definitely not in any mood to make things easy for Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, because you have seen the kind of power tussle that has happened over the last 3 years, and I don't think that's ending anytime soon, Vaishali.
Right. I'll come back to my guest. Now, NewsX has an inside scoop on